Tennessee's first Kava bar held its grand opening tonight. Noble Kava has opened up shop on Broadway in North Knoxville. Kava is a plant from the South Pacific. Noble Kava mixes it into a drink that they say relaxes the body. The owner operates another location in Asheville, and he is betting a similar health-conscious community exists here in Knoxville.
It already kind of seemed that the environment that would produce the culture of Kava drinkers was already popping up around us.
Noble Kava also sells kratom, which was legalized by Governor Haslam back in July. We have much more on Kava, kratom, and the effects it has on our bodies. That's on our website, WBIR.com. You can also read more about the controversy behind it and how it became legal in Tennessee.